and you really do sense that they do anything for you, but yet they're not intrusive. It's the perfect balance, and it's the sort of service you'd expect from a top-class hotel. There's loads of entertainment on offer, and because ships tend to travel at night, everyone's on board really making the most of it. I've had a top-notch dinner, I've seen a great show, I've visited 1 or 2 elegant bars, and I may even head to the disco now. A perfect night. In fact, it's more like 4 nights rolled into one, and you don't even have to catch a cab home afterwards. Well, that certainly brings back great memories of an absolutely astounding trip. So let's see where exactly this Florida stay and Caribbean cruise could take you. You fly to Miami and spend the first 3 nights at the Hilton Marco Island Beach Resort and Spa on Marco Island, the largest of Florida's 10,000 islands, located just off the southwest coast, where you'll stay on a room-only basis. Rooms are comfortably furnished, residential style, and the hotel has a swimming pool and tennis court, giving you ample chance to relax. With its beachfront location, there's a range of activities on offer here, including jet skis and water skiing for a small local charge. You'll have a hire car, enabling you to get out and about and explore, so you really can make the most of those pristine beaches. Or of course, if you're feeling adventurous, you can head into the swamps of the Everglades. After your 3 nights ashore, you then join your ship, the MS Westerdam in Fort Lauderdale, for a 7-night cruise. You set sail for Grand Turk, famous for having the 3rd largest barrier reef in the world, and excursions here include scuba diving and eco-tours on foot or by kayak. You then come to San Juan in Puerto Rico, where jungle adventures await, with drives and hikes through the rainforest. Stunning St. Martin is next, and you'll have the chance to spend the day on a catamaran, snorkeling and swimming in the warm waters, or you could head off for a spot of retail therapy in the duty-free shops. Next up is Half Moon Cay in the Bahamas. Holland, America's very own island paradise, and you can hire your own private cabana here for the day, or while away the hours snorkeling and swimming in its crystal clear waters. From there, it's back to Fort Lauderdale, where you disembark and transfer back to Miami for your flight home. Now, one of the great things about this stay and cruise holiday is you have a few days in a beautiful part of Florida to unwind in style before you start your luxury cruise. And in case you need any more convincing about just what an enchanting itinerary this is, take another look at those places again. Crystal clear waters, powder sand beaches, the chance to snorkel, scuba dive and totally chill out on a Caribbean beach. Well, it's all there, along of course with those rainforest adventures too. But don't forget, excursions are optional extras, so you can simply go ashore and do your own thing, soaking up the atmosphere, shopping for local handicrafts, or just lazing on the beach. It really is up to you. One thing's for certain though, each Caribbean island is absolutely unique and will leave you wanting more. Once again, this itinerary illustrates what a fantastic type of holiday a cruise is, with so many ports of call in one amazing trip. You've also got those first few days before the cruise to unwind and really get in holiday mode, with all the shopping you could wish for and plenty of activities, both at your fabulous hotel and close to hand. Now, you've seen the special price we've come up with there right on the screen. So let's see what makes this holiday such great value. Well, it's not just the cruise, of course. You're getting a 10-night holiday for this incredible starting price, which includes your 3-night stay in a hotel in Florida. That's followed by your 7-night Caribbean cruise as well. Prices are per person and are based on a deluxe room in your hotel and an inside stateroom on board your ship. Your car hire in Florida is also included in that price, along with fully comprehensive insurance. Now, you'll be staying on a room-only basis in the 4-diamond deluxe-rated Hilton Marco Island Beach Resort and Spa, And you could choose to extend this for an extra charge. Your 7-night cruise on board the 5-star MS Westerdam is on a full board basis, and included in that price are your return flights too, from Heathrow into Miami. Regional departures are also available for a supplement, enabling you to leave from an airport closer to home if you'd like. Well, it's a stunning price, and I think it's a fantastic holiday too, combining a beautiful and interesting part of the Florida coast with some of the best the Caribbean has to offer. The cruise itinerary may change, by the way, depending on your dates of travel, but you will get that fabulous stay ashore beforehand whenever you choose to go. And of course, this holiday is yours with one phone call. The number is right there on your screen, so go on, get dialing and prepare to be captivated by the Caribbean with the cruise line that specialises in excellence. It's Holland America. Sydney, the Great Barrier Reef, Fiji, well, they're all names that make you think of far-off lands, exotic landscapes and the holiday of a lifetime. They're also all places you could be visiting on this next cruise. It's one of those once-in-a-lifetime trips with a whole wish list of places to visit. And of course you'll get to do it in supreme comfort and style as well, on board the premium MS Zaandam, another one of Holland America's beautifully appointed mid-size ships. We've a surprisingly affordable price for you as well, as you can see there. So let's just have a look at where this 31-night fly cruise holiday adventure takes you. You fly to Sydney and transfer to a hotel for the first night. You join your ship the next day for the start of your 30-night cruise, heading first for Noumea in New Caledonia, where excursion options include a trip to the white sandy beaches of Amadei Lighthouse Island and city tours taking in the old colonial quarter. You then have 2 stops in fabulous Fiji, enabling you to make the most of the idyllic beaches here. The first at the very scenic and volcanic Dravuni Island, the second at Lautoka. You then have 2 stops in Vanuatu, formerly known as the New Hebrides. The first at Luganville, where you can cruise the Riri River in a dugout canoe or visit either the cultural activity park or a traditional village. The second stop in Vanuatu is at Port Vila, the capital of Afati Island, and tours take in traditional villages with a chance to see customary fire walking. You come next to Isu on the island of Lifu, and here you can unwind on its magical beaches or head up to its highest point. From there you come to Ile des Pins, the island of pines, with yet more unspoilt beaches and incredible natural beauty to greet you. You then head back to Sydney, where you'll have a full day to explore and see its iconic sights. Brisbane is next, and tours take in the main sights of what is fast becoming one of Australia's most desirable places to live. Next stop is Cairns. Excursions include the popular Skyrail Rainforest Cableway, where you can travel above the rainforest, taking in the incredible scenery. You'll have a night in port here, enabling you to really get to know the city. The next 3 days are spent cruising the islands that make up the Great Barrier Reef. Your next port of call is Darwin, where you could spend time exploring the city or take a boat trip around its harbour, one of the largest in the Southern Hemisphere. You have 3 stops in Indonesia. The first at Komodo Island, home of the famous rare giant lizard. The second is at Padang Bai in Bali, and tours take you to the cultural town of Ubud to soak up the island's incredible heritage. The third Indonesian stop is at Semarang in Java, and highlights here include trips to the incredible temple of Borobudur, a World Heritage Site. You then have one last day on board ship for some final relaxation before docking at Singapore, where you disembark for your flight home. Well, it's an incredible tour of some of the beauty spots of this part of the world. You can go ashore and head off to visit the sites under your own steam, or you may prefer to be escorted in comfort on an organised excursion. It's up to you. And you can book your excursion directly with the cruise line once you've made your booking, or of course once you board your ship. So let's have a quick look at those ports of call one more time. Well, it's an itinerary that offers plenty of chances for sightseeing and more than enough time for swimming, snorkelling or simply strolling along the powder white sandy beaches of New Caledonia and Fiji. There are so many highlights to this cruise, it's hard to pick just one. Maybe it's the days spent cruising the islands of the Great Barrier Reef, watching the sunset and the incredible marine life you'll encounter here. Or of course, maybe it's the cultural sites of Bali or Java. Well, it certainly is an absolutely breathtaking itinerary with one photo opportunity after another and unforgettable sights and experiences that will stay with you, no doubt, for the rest of your life. You've seen the fantastic starting price that's on screen, and when you think that's for a night in Sydney, followed by 30 nights on board your ship, you realise just how far your money goes. So what exactly does that price cover? Well, you're getting a night in a hotel in Sydney, followed by 30 nights on board your ship, the MS Zaandam, making this a 31-night offer. Now, prices are per person and are based on 2 people sharing a standard room in the hotel and an inside stateroom for your cruise. Included in that offer is also $50 per person onboard credit for you to spend as you wish on those extras like spa treatments and excursions. Your hotel stay in Sydney is on a room-only basis, and you'll be on a full-board basis on board your ship. Also included in the offer is lunch for 2 and a bottle of house sparkling wine in the speciality Pinnacle Grill restaurant, so you really are in for a treat. Your return flights from Heathrow are included, and you fly into Sydney and out of Singapore. Your transfers between the airport and the ship are included as well. We also have regional departures available for a supplement if this suits you best. Well, as you can see, this offer really does represent an unmissable opportunity to experience the comfort, sophistication and luxury of a Holland America Line cruise, along of course with all that stunning natural beauty that you'll find in this part of the world. You'll be away over the festive season, so this really will be a Christmas with a difference, and what a fabulous way to see in the new year and celebrate in style. The number to dial is right there on your screen, so go on, get dialing. Well, we have had 3 fabulous cruise offers for you today, and they're just a tempting teaser of the many, many more we have on offer right across the board to suit your budget and to suit your dates. Here's a little taste of what else we have available. You could witness spectacular wildlife and scenery on a 14-night Panama Canal cruise on board the MS Statendam. Or how about exploring South America on a 12-night cruise between Argentina and Chile on board the MS Veendam? You could take in the sights and sounds of China and Japan on a 14-night cruise on board the MS Zaandam, or spend 7 nights cruising the scenic Norwegian fjords on the MS Rhindam. Or finally, how about making the most of the Med with this 12-night cruise on the New Amsterdam? So you see, we're brimming with great cruise offers, and any one of them could be yours with just a phone call. Here at Imagine Cruising, our friendly cruise consultants are happy to answer any questions you may have, and of course they'll be happy to come up with the right cruise for you. In the meantime, here's a reminder of the stunning cruise offers we've seen today. We've had 15 nights of luxury and jaw-dropping scenery with an Alaskan cruise on board the MS Amsterdam. We've enjoyed the warmth and enchantment of the Caribbean with a 3-night stay in Florida, followed by a 7-night cruise on board